Hi everyone, this is Jenny Baker with Insight Coaching with Jenny, and today is our Wednesday Wisdom training chat. Today we're going to be talking about how to overcome fear, like how to get through it. And so I just want to start off by saying I have had fears all the way through my business, all the way through my businesses, all the way through my life. There have been fears that have come up that have held me back. So if you're watching this or if you think you're alone, you're not at all. Every client that I work with on a business or a personal level has fears. And sometimes the fears are little and sometimes they're big. So just know that you are not alone. But today I want to share with you the 3 steps that I use when I have fear walk through my front door. And, sometimes I can see it coming and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I wake up and have my plan of action for the day and I'm so excited to get moving forward on what I think, is my plan and moving forward towards success or towards completing a project. And all of a sudden, bam, fear hits me. And I crumble. Sometimes I crumble. Sometimes I just step back and go, whoa, hold on. I have to reevaluate. When I get all these insecurities, I get anxious. I wonder, am I going to fail? I don't want to look like a failure. How can I go online and look like a failure in front of people? All of those things. What are people going to say? All of those fears come up for each and every one of us. And you know what? It's not just a one-shot deal. So that's why I want to share with you what I personally do, what I found that works for me over the years in my personal life and in my business. So let's figure out what might work for you. So I hope these 3 steps will work for you as well. So let's break through some fear today. Let's overcome it. So I'm here to walk you through step by step what I do to release my fears and to overcome those and to continue to move forward and keep that momentum going in my personal life and in my business. So number one, I identify the feeling. So if I don't know what it is, I feel off, if I feel hesitant about moving forward in whatever aspect it might be of a project or in life, if I'm not making a decision and I realize I'm not making that decision and I'm not moving forward, I step back and I identify what that feeling is. Okay. And I'll tell you, so many times, myself included, we want to run away from those feelings. So we've got 2 choices. We can run away from the feelings or we can feel them. We can work through them and move past them. Okay. And I'll tell you, it's not as scary as you think once you get through the process. You're going to feel like an overcomer. You're going to feel like a champion after you overcome that fear and realize that you really truly had the power within yourself to overcome that fear. It was just you had the fear too close to your eyes, so you couldn't see the whole entire picture. So fear was overcoming. And so when you look at the broader perspective, fear diminishes and it goes by the wayside. It becomes smaller and smaller, and you feel more powerful. So, number one, we want to identify the feeling. Okay, we want to feel it inside of ourselves. We want to say, okay, where's this, what is this fear? Am I anxious about something? Am I nervous about something? What is the feeling? And I want you to just stay in that moment and I want you to feel it. Okay. And then the second step that I do is I thank it. I say, thank you, fear. Thank you, anxiety. Thank you, nervousness. Thank you, cue or sign, for protecting me, for keeping me safe, right? Because at one point in my life, maybe in my past, maybe it's my old story repeating from when I got hurt when I was 10 years old, or that time I was embarrassed when I was a teenager, or who knows where that old story or that old pattern could be coming from, that lie that we're believing. So it was protecting you. Your brain's protecting, your body's protecting. You say, oh, you can't do that again, because remember what happened last time when you did that. Remember what happened when you went on a live video. Remember what you happened in speech class when you were in 10th grade. You can never do this. You're going to be a failure. You're going to embarrass yourself. Okay, so we need to realize what the feeling is. We need to thank it for protecting us and keeping us safe at some point in our lives. And then we need to say, you know what? That was my story, but it's not anymore. Okay? And we need to, step number 3, release it and say, fear, anxiety, you're free to go. Yes, you protected me back then. You did a great job. But you know what? I no longer need protection anymore, because that trauma is no longer in my life, right? And I'm creating a new story moving forward, okay? So we choose to create a new story today, right when you do this exercise. So it could be things like saying like, things are going to work out in my favor this time, because I see that in other people's lives. Things are going to work out in my favor this time, because my old story was it didn't work. Maybe when I was in my 20s, maybe when I was a teenager, something happened. But you know what? Not today. Things are going to work out in my favor, because you know what? I'm lucky. And I deserve good things to happen to me, right? We're all deserving. So at that point in time, you release it and you take your own power back. You stand in your own truth, okay? And then here's a little tidbit to help you get over the hump. I didn't put this in here as a step, but this is one extra thing then that I do to continue the momentum moving forward and to feel more powerful and more confident on my end. So what I do then is I map out at least the next 2 steps that I'm going to take to work towards whatever that project or whatever that goal is that the fear was holding me back from. So I'm going to map out at least 2 steps of things that I'm going to do within the next 24 hours, in the next week, but we want to have a short time frame because we want to get the momentum moving towards you staying powerful over that fear, okay? And then another thing I want to remind you, just keep repeating that new story to yourself, okay? Things work out in amazing ways for me. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I don't have to work as hard as I used to, right? Or the resources I need come to me. They show up. I find the resources I need to start my business or to grow my business easily and effortlessly, okay? Because I deserve good things in my life, because I am lucky, okay? So I want you to stand in that new story. So to recap today, we're talking about the fear of starting something new and getting over that fear, or wherever those fears or anxieties come up. We want to break through them. Okay, so step number 1 was identify the feeling. Step number 2 was thank it for protecting you. And number 3 was release it. Release it and take your power back and create your brand new story, right? And stand in that truth. So if you need help along the way, go ahead and book a power hour. That's one short hour. Actually, we get a lot done in 1 hour, but we can break through any of these fears you might be having. And a lot of times what happens is we'll have a fear on the surface, okay? It might be fear of being embarrassed. It might be fear of telling other people that you're going to start a business. It might be that kind of thing. And then what happens is after we release that fear, then there's really something else that's at the root of it, okay? And we want to get to the root and get rid of it. We want to choose to change your story, and we want to create that new story for you so you can continue to move forward and live a life of purpose, right? In a life of freedom, being free from the fears that are holding you back. So, ladies, I hope you are having an amazing day, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks for joining me today. It's a pleasure to serve you. Have a great day.